Hello everybody, my name is T.U.S.K, and welcome to part 2 of Random Wuthering Waves lore. Resonance chord flow from tacit marks. A chord is a group of two or more notes played simultaneously. Resonance chord flow from tacit fields. A chord is a thin, flexible material often used to connect one thing to another. The spelling chord from tacit fields could be a misspelling, as there was once an event called chord cleansing event that boosted drops from tacit fields. In science, resonance is the occurrence of a vibrating object that causes another object to vibrate at a higher amplitude. Waves, like sound waves, carry energy. The higher the frequency,
more energy.
The higher the amplitude,
More energy.
However, increased wavelengths mean less energy. This means the taller and more curves in a wave, the more energy, while wider curves mean less energy. Resonate, by definition, is to produce or be filled with a deep, full, reverberating sound. Reverberation, by definition, is the prolongation of a sound, or resonance. Basically, it is the echo of a sound, or the repeating loud noise of a sound. Overthrax the Trinodian is an ancient terror that reigned over the land, capable of devouring weapon frequencies to enhance itself. My guess is that Overthrax enhances itself through resonance, as resonance is the occurrence of a vibrating object causing another object to vibrate at a higher amplitude. Everything in the world of wuthering waves is made up of frequencies or vibrating sounds. As such, the vibrations of weapons could be causing resonance and increasing the amplitude or vibrations of Overthrax, giving it more energy. Rover may have resonated with a tacit discord at the Norfolk Barrens. As they state, they felt as if they were seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. However, Yang Yang states she didn't hear or sense any frequencies, yet she still states that Rover may have connected to something or someone on the battlefield. My guess is that rather than resonating, Rover may have connected with Overthrax, as Overthrax seems to resemble an all-seeing eye, which could have provided Rover the perspective we saw during the cutscene. Jue predicted our arrival and stated that our goal was to reclaim our lost power from Overthrax. As Jian stated, beneath the full moon, guide the returning one to confront the Trinodian. From the threat itself, he shall reclaim the power to conquer it. A resonator is an individual who can resonate with certain objects and manipulate their frequencies. It was once stated that the lament caused a global technological regression. As such, we see remnants of the past civilization that existed before the lament. The Fraxidus is a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. The goal of the Fraxidus is to create their own resonators, and their philosophy is that there is no right or wrong when it comes to resonance powers, and everyone should have the right to them. Lower ranked members of the Fraxidus are called artificers, and those above them are overseers. In Scar's story with the shepherd and the lambs, he mentions the shepherds can grant wishes for a price, possibly people's lives or life force. Scar also states that he will never be a shepherd. Just like Rover and him, they are black lambs, the ones who break the rules. Before fighting Scar, Rover states, "He who fights too long against dragons becomes a dragon himself," which is a famous quote from a German philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche. The Grand Libraries are vast databases holding valuable information about the regions they represent. Their locations are confidential. These libraries are believed to have all the answers to questions anyone could ask. Still, they are managed and guarded by the sentinel of that region and are only accessible to that region's appointed magistrate. Jue can predict and correct future events. Alto mentions that his supervisor is an ancient being, the will of the star, and the reverberation of everything in this world. The Blake Bloom is a remnant plant containing a unique kind of remnant energy. This is one of the Court of Savante's abandoned facility. In the abandoned facility, the Court of Savante's goal was to recreate the Retract Rain. The people working at the abandoned facility were kicked out by the Court of Savante's committee, stating that the committee could not understand their goals. However, Alto provides a different perspective, stating that the CSC kicked them out due to the methods they used during their experiments. They aimed to create an artificial retroactive rain at the Winding Ike's Mar because they had evidence suggesting that an ancient civilization of divine beings visited there. Additionally, using the artificial retroact rain, they could recreate a divine miracle. Unfortunately, the facility's researchers ran out of time, and as a backup plan, they planned to use an artificial controllable tacit field. As to what they used it for, I'm not sure. Although Alto states that instead of recreating the retroact rain, they tried to make a replica of the lost civilization instead, feeding the replica with various frequencies, datasets, and mechanical constructs. However, as a result, they ended up with a monster. The Court of Savante is a mysterious scientific research research organization best known for automata mechanics. The retroact rain is a form of condensed remnant energy from the etheric sea. The retroact rain conjures illusions of past events for those exposed to it. It is believed that remnant is a pure and complete form of frequency energy, and the information it records can transcend time and space to exist in a stable form. Alto mentions that we have been reawakened before, and the previous time we were reawakened happened at the Black Shores. The Black Shores set up resonance beacons worldwide to monitor the lament. Their goal is to predict when the next lament will occur. The Black Shore's headquarters is built on top of a massive piece of tacitite ore, which the headquarter uses to power its operations. The Blake Bloom flowers are a result of the tacitite ore's overflowing energy. Tacitite is a substance that can permanently hold remnant energy. Tacitite in the Chinese version are called black stone. During the 1.0 main story with Alto and Encore, we discover a voice recording from one of the researchers who worked at the abandoned facility. He indicated that during their research, they walked into a false gate and encouraged the hologram of the being we saw at the start of the game to find the real gate. And with that, I'll see y'all in part 3 of Random Wuthering Waves lore.